Greetings once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. This time around, we happen to be checking out a little level called Dark Requiem Mines. Now, Dark Requiem is a very interesting group. Basically, they were one of the big clans of 1996, perhaps one of the biggest, and actually one of the members happened to be Tokay, also known as American McGee, one of the developers for Quake itself. So, needless to say, also Tokay was known for being possibly one of the best Quake players. So, needless to say, it really was more than just a normal little clan. And this is the first real map that they've outputted on October 30th of 1996, right at the tail end. So anyway, as said, this is Dark Requiem Mines, also known as DR Mines. Anyway, this was made by two. Well, that's an interesting name, but yeah, it's basically known as like Dark Requiem 2. Anyway, this is a very different, not sure how though, deathmatch level for 8/monsters in for single player fun. So yeah, they basically are, you can basically kill things just to check it out or whatnot. But yeah, it's not really intended for single player here. It's one of those, you can run around and look at it, but there's really just deathmatch. Anyway, as usual, lots of different people that were part of Dark Requiem tested this out, such as Shakakov, Bone, Destructor, Invictus, Method, people that we've never heard of. Let's see here. This was the first map this guy made. 2. Yeah, why couldn't you have used a normal name? 2. Like, that's not a name that's going to be very confusing looking forward to in the future. Yep, everyone, look forward to more levels by the number 2. Okay, let's see here. This level was made using Worldcraft. No real surprise. We're starting to see a lot of levels being made with Worldcraft. Like I said, in the past, there was always, like, Thread or, like, Quest, or lots of different editors. But as we're starting to move towards, like, the tail end of 96, it seems like Worldcraft is definitely gaining a lot of traction. Worldcraft, I believe, came out like near the end of October, and that's why we started seeing a bunch of levels at that particular period. But at the same time, for the longest time, we weren't seeing too many, because for most of the period we were checking out, Worldcraft wasn't really a thing. Now that Worldcraft is a thing, everyone seems to be using it. So, anyway, build time? Good question. Brushes? Plenty. Anyway, this is part of a series of Dark Requiem levels that will eventually lead you to the Dark Lair. Interesting. Anyway, next, look out for Destructor's The Monastery, which I guess is the next part of this series. Not sure when that one's coming out, but he's advertising it, and everyone's kind of been advertising this one. So anyway, there is one secret. It's not too hard. He's sure you'll find it. Yes, you can ride the car into the mine. Jump in. So, he loves watching people getting hung up in the shafts and getting killed by the coal cars. Oh dear God, that sounds horrible. Let's see here. So he gives special thanks to his family for putting up with his time consumption, the whole gang for the Dark Requiem for support, 7 for a killer editor, Worldcraft. He really makes weird run-on sentences. Like, you'll start with like one topic, and the next thing you know, he's really talking about another, and you think he's still talking about the previous topic. It really makes it more confusing than it needs to be with describing this stuff. Anyway, also he gives credit to id Software for a great game, of course. Other than that, there's really not much to really talk about here. It's really just the first part of this whole Dark Requiem series. And really, the biggest thing that I'm seeing about this particular level is that it's going to be the first part of basically a chain of levels that is basically the whole idea of this. Now, I'm curious, will it try and redirect to this level that we don't have? Or is it going to just, like, dump us right to a normal level, like, say, DM1? Is there going to be a level exit at all, or is it just kind of implied that we have a level exit? Why do I get the feeling it's mostly going to be implied? Anyway, DR Mines, I think it's called. So let's load this thing up. And there we are. Look at that. Apparently, it's a nice fancy level, except it has no music or ambient sound. And instead of 8 enemies, it has 14. Then again, 6 might be rotfish. Okay, so it looks like we definitely got a nice little mine system. I definitely feel somewhat at home. Feels definitely like I'm back in the days of Thief somewhat. Always nice to see a mine cart of some sort. Let's see here. Hi-ho, hi-ho, mining we shall go. Oh god, oh god, oh god! Don't let the car kill me! Will the car come back? Or have I, like, totally lost my ability to ride on that car? I really didn't mean to trigger it. Okay, we need to find the secret. There's no secret on the counter, but he said there was a secret in the documentation. That's going to drive me crazy. Because how will I know when I found the secret? Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? Just look for that secret that you don't know if it exists or not. Totally! This is going to be great. Let's see here. I can't see what I'm doing, and there's a car that's going to kill me. Okay. Let's see. So the car just drove you forward, and when it drove you into this section... Wait, would it have actually led me through the doors? Or is it like that was like the end of it? So that's the thing, I'm trying to investigate this stuff. Instead, this little piece tried moving forward like a little troublemaker. Let's go for a ride! Whee! Into the mines we go! Let's see, is there anything worth looking out here? Will it send me anywhere, or is it just going to kill me or something? No, that's basically it. So, yeah, it's basically just a little extra thing for flavor. It really doesn't do anything. You don't really go anywhere with it. Well, that stinks. Also, I hear like a nice teleporter, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Let's see here. We have like a staircase upwards, and we have a straight way down here. You find yourself in a room. Which way do we go? Lower or upper? I guess for a moment we'll check out lower, see where this one goes. I hear an ogre! Okay, looks like maybe we're going the right way. I don't even know where I'm going. Oh dear God, it's the living dead! Kill him, cart! Go forth! Do your duty! No, don't kill... Don't evade him, zombies! Oh, wow. That was glorious. That was absolutely glorious. Thank you, cart! You have saved my life. Am I saved my life? I mean, you just killed possibly the weakest enemies in the game. Same idea. Okay, this cart actually loops. So, good news, bad news. We don't want to get stuck on the cart. That would be bad. Okay, let's see here. We could, of course, go down here. Check it out. Let's see here. Let's quickly grab this stuff before we get crushed. Let's see here. I'm waiting for this next cart because I don't want to get crushed by it. Hug this wall, and let's forward down. Because we still have a mystery. What's this? Nothing, just a little station on the side. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything over here. It's just like a way to go upwards. It's like a little elevator, if you will. We could check that out, but we do also have a staircase to check out, and maybe that'll lead to the same area. And that's a lot more controlled and safe than trying to use a very unstable elevator of death. Of death, I tell you! Dogs! Why are they always dogs? Let's see here. Okay, there's weird graphical issues here. That is definitely a blatant. Oh God, I feel dizzy. Let's see, let's continue onwards. We're seeing such a unique, different deathmatch level. Honestly, I'm not even sure how this is a deathmatch level at this point because it feels so linear. And it has so many weird graphical issues. What's up with the graphical issues? Like, yeah, this reminds me of the Jeep. This is horrible again. I thought it was horrible there. Is it me? Am I doing something wrong? I don't see a stuff in Geoquick, I don't think. But yeah, this is horrible. This is horrible. This is weird tutti fruitiness. Is this just like part of Worldcraft levels? Because I haven't seen this up until now, but now it's suddenly becoming an issue. Weird. And yeah, I didn't see it during the aircraft levels. So it's not like it's how my game is set up suddenly. Very strange. Let's see here. Here's a random hole in the ground. Also, there seems to be some sort of like deathmatch level that's not really a deathmatch level or something. Like I said, this is confusing me. It's supposed to be a deathmatch level, but it's very linear. Like there's nowhere really like... A deathmatch level should be very open and allow me to kind of go everywhere. This is kind of railroading me in a specific way. It feels a lot more like a single player experience. Okay, how does one get on the cart? Oh, I see. You need to go from the station. Well, we messed that up. We gotta wait for another one. I didn't know I was smaller than a cart. Okay. So that explains the reason this little rock is here, I guess. Okay, now we just wait at the station and wait for the next train to come. Choo-choo. Let's see here. We need to get on the cart so we don't get killed. Otherwise this will end horribly. Okay, we'll make it to the tail end, and now we'll go upwards. And let's get off this cart. Let's see here. There's a little bit of darkness back here, but there seems to be nothing. And we have this little route down here with an ogre of death. I want to kill him quickly so that way I don't get crushed by a cart behind me. Because otherwise it'll push me right into pain. But let's see here. That's basically the loot for the cart. And look, a rocket launcher. I'm glad I came this way. I could always use a rocket launcher. A spare rocket launcher for the heart. Let's see here. Another ogre. Luckily, it's a lot easier to kill ogres at the moment. Let's see here. There's a hole that leads somewhere. Honestly, I'm starting to see it as being a deathmatch level because there seems to be more ways. But I'm rather curious what that tubing was about. Yeah, I'm a bit lost already. It opened up a bit and now I'm lost. Let's see here. There's like a way down there that leads somewhere. I'm not even sure what that is. I'm not sure if there's a way back. Yeah, that's kind of part of the problem. I'm kind of lost. But I think this is an elevator, so I'm going to drop down this way. Owie! Bad doggy! But yeah, this is just a simple elevator, so let's go down this way. Since I do know there's a way back, at least from this one. Oh, look, more of the living dead! Easy enough. Let's see here. Where am I going? That would be a good answer to my question, wouldn't it? Figuring out where in God's name I am in this giant mine shaft. I said, this is a very weird deathmatch level. I mean, I get that it's supposed to be, as said, different, but the problem with this one is... I just don't see how this is a deathmatch level. How exactly can you really, like, fight people in deathmatch when it's this linear? And this, like... There's no way really to, like, move around, to, like, go, like, 5 different ways to get to the same room. It doesn't seem to be, like, that type of level, which is very weird for deathmatch. What is this? What is the point of this? Why is this here? Okay, I found the square, everybody. It's a piece of geometry. I don't know why. I don't know the purpose of this. Is this supposed to be like some ruined thing? I don't know. But there's a very inconspicuous looking square in the middle of the map. I think that has something to do with the secret, and yet I don't know what. I mean, let's see here. It's kind of hard to figure out what exactly I'm even looking for. So that's the thing. Without the secret counter, it really isn't helping me. And even if I had the secret counter, yeah, it would still be hard because this type of stuff is very, very vague. Like, I feel very confused in this place, as it is. I'm just looking for enemies. That's really the best way to kind of figure out where I've been. If I've killed all the enemies, I'm considering myself done. I'll look for this super secret area afterwards or something. Because, yeah, I don't even know if this super secret area would exist. That's kind of the thing that stinks. As said, about levels that don't really have secrets. Wait, let's see. This one's actually going to come down this way, so I want to come down here. Okay. I still feel lost after the whole trail. Yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm going in this whole place. I feel like I just went in a giant circle and got nowhere. Let's see here. Here's a hole in the ground. And this hole leads to... somewhere. Did I just drop in a hole to lead to nearly the same area? Or does this look like the same area, but be somewhat different? I'm a bit confused. Yeah, I think this is a different area. In that case, I don't even know how to get back to the area I was at. Yeah, that's not exactly good for deathmatch either, people. Let's see here. Where in God's name am I? There's so many tunnels suddenly, and I really don't know where I am. Well, I see armor. Armor is a good sign. That's at least protection from dying. Now, if I can find something to fight, that might make life a little bit more endurable. Okay, it's a death knight at least. That's something. Where there's something we haven't killed, that's a good sign. It's like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs, except they're corpses. Let's see here. So this is some sort of main staircase, it looks like. Either it's really just a staircase because it only goes up one floor. Okay, is this a wind tunnel? This looks like a very inconspicuous wind tunnel. Okay, so there's a wind tunnel, a staircase. We got another way up here, which seems to go somewhere else. And we got an elevator over here that led somewhere else. Oh no, I'm very confused. Okay, so this elevator leads up to this section. Oh god, I hear the living dead. I heard the living dead, people. And this looks like death. Oh yeah, this is not safe. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Yeah, just take the tram over a pit of lava. In this type of level where I'm not even sure if I could get back, that's not exactly the best idea in the world. Let's see here. What's this way lead to? Well, we follow this very long corridor that leads to geometry errors. What is it about all these freaking geometry errors? Okay, and the knight. Knights I can kill. And that is satisfactory to me. Okay, I saw there was 2 knights over there, I thought. And I heard a zombie. So are all the enemies basically located in that one area now? I hope so. But yeah, all this area is basically an area just to pick up the red armor. There's really not too much on this side. So at least I've kind of got an idea of what this one side's about. I'm too lazy to go all the way back down, so let's just drop down here. Because we still have this area, this whole staircase and all that, and the wind tunnel. I don't know where that leads. We'll check that one out in a moment. Let's go up the staircase, because I can know there's a way up and down from the staircase. Wait, this seems to be leading to the same area as the tram. Okay, I can support that one. I see. So there's an area basically between the 2 areas of the tram, which I could grab the quad damage from. And there's also a zombie somewhere. I'm not sure if I can find that zombie. I'm assuming he's maybe at the end of the wind tunnel. But for the time being, all I care about is riding that tram of death! Why of death? Because there's a giant freaking pit of lava. This is going to go horribly, isn't it? Yeah, totally. Let's see here. We just want to get on the tram and not die. This is easy enough for somebody of our caliber. And look, the number 2. Something tells me this is a secret area. Because, you know, the number 2. And being credits and all that. Anyway, the tram's going that way, and now it's coming back, and now we just need to jump on the tram without dying. There we are. Okay. Good news. We didn't die over this pit of lava. And yeah, that definitely does not look safe. So let's see here. Let's ride across. We want to get to the far side of this whole thing. I'm assuming the zombie is like up there, and we can get up there from using the wind tunnel. I'm hoping. But at least this explains the rest of this map. So let's head up the wind tunnel and go looking for a zombie. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunted zombie. Let's see. Let's follow this slow moving wind tunnel, which leads me to... I feel like I've been here. Oh, that's a teleporter. Okay, so that's basically the end of a teleporter. So it just leads out here. Well, that doesn't help me. I still have a zombie to kill. At least I found my way back. That's the good news. But that doesn't really help with killing a zombie. So let's see here. Let's go back. Because we at least know it's in that general proximity. I mean, I could hear the zombie moaning. That obviously tells me it's in that direction. Now the question is where? Maybe that's a secret? I have no idea. Yeah. I'm trying to think where the living dead would be. Stupid living dead. There's one enemy and I'm getting lost trying to find him. This is going to go great. Let's see here. Let's start whacking walls. Because when in doubt, start hitting every wall. I mean, he sounds like he's this close. I can hear him pretty audibly here. So, yeah, I'm hoping, like, when these walls opens up and, like, reveals this hidden area. I mean, this would be the type of level to pull something cheap after all this. I know how these levels like to work, so... At this point, I'm pretty much expecting a very cheap thing. I'm expecting it to not be fair or logical in any way. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything involving that wall. So where now? Let's see here. Let's check out this room, I guess. I could check over by the quad damage area again, but there didn't seem to be anything over there. Yeah, I'm not really sure at this point where to go. I feel like I've kind of gotten lost. Which stinks because I've made it through most of the level. There's only one zombie in this map, people. And I have a general idea where it is. It's on the upper floor area. You can see it, like, through that area. Wait. What's this? You see a block over there? What's this? Aha! Where are we going? Wait. Seriously, where are we going? What the? Ooh, secret area! I found it! This is obviously the secret area, people. I managed to find it. That's brilliant. Okay, so we cannot say we didn't find the secret area, because that seemed like a very obvious secret area. Very blatant. But yeah, just a little area with a zombie and a rocket launcher. Nothing really fancy. Now the question is, this was supposed to be the first part of a series, and basically was intended to lead you to some dark Requiem area or something. So wouldn't that suggest a level exit? Like, you make yourself through, like, the mines and you can make it to a level exit? You would think, but I haven't found one. I haven't seen anything that seems like a level exit. And I could spend my time looking around, but it'd probably be a red herring. It doesn't seem like something that even gave me a clue where to go. I mean, I killed all the enemies, and I even found a super secret area. And he didn't say there were multiple super secret areas. So, as far as I'm aware, this is a level. And if that's the case, where is the level exit? Is it just the idea that each level is going to somewhat progress because it's part of the Dark Requiem levels? Is it basically because they're releasing the levels and advertising them? It kind of feels weird. It doesn't feel like something that's telling me anything. Like I said, I kind of expected this level to chain itself up with the next Dark Requiem level. You would think that would be how it would work. Like you're trying to build to something grand by connecting these levels together. Especially since they knew it was coming out and could advertise it. But yeah, I'm not even seeing it. Let's see here. Is there anything that looks like a trigger change level or something? I'm seeing a lot of the ogres in this level were actually ogre marksmen. So that's interesting. Not every day you see the levels of ogre marksmen in them. Yeah, let's see here. But there's nothing that looks like a trigger change level. Yeah, well, that stinks. That basically tells me that there's nowhere really you could go in this level. So yeah, it's just a standard deathmatch level at the end of the day. You basically have your little areas to run around in. At least it always had a way to get back. I'm definitely glad of that one. Honestly, I feel like it would have worked a little bit better as a single player level than a multiplayer. As it is, of course, it doesn't really work as a single player level because it's a bit too easy. But it's not really a good multiplayer level in my eyes because it feels like it would be too narrow and too claustrophobic and too few areas to go. Like, most of your time's going to be spent going and navigating main corridors where everyone else is. It just feels very linear in comparison to what a deathmatch map should be. When I think of deathmatch map, I think something like DM6, whereby you have like ways to get everywhere from everywhere. This, on the other hand, really felt like you have one way to really go to get to a place. And that's not really the best mentality for deathmatch. That would work a bit better in single player. So yeah, it feels like a level that's kind of at odds with itself. It feels like it was trying to offer a good single-player experience, but really didn't do that. Tried to offer a decent multiplayer experience, but from what I saw, I don't think it does that. I really don't know what's going on with this particular level. I mean, I do like the minecarts. I do like the overall look of it. I mean, I don't like the level geometry glitches. It felt like there was an excessive number of it, and I really hope this isn't becoming a pattern. Because, yeah, it felt like the Jeep was bad enough with it, but at least that was a small test level we could really easily ignore. But now we're starting to see it in other levels, and I don't like that. So, yeah, anyway, this really seems to be this level. Nothing really more to say here, but at least it was a particular level from this period of time. As said, it was the level, the clan that Tokay or American McGee was part of. So it did kind of have some historical importance, I guess you could say. It's not just some random clan that just made a level. No, it is tied in a way to the original level designers of Quake. And it has a rather fancy design to it. I definitely have to say I do like, as said, the minecarts and the overall like navigation. It reminds me somewhat of like Thief and that type of mentality. You can't really have like an old late 90s FPS without mines. And that's something really you didn't see in the original Quake. So seeing something like this kind of flesh it out felt rather nice. I definitely felt a lot more at home in this type of particular level. I feel like I'm partly dwarven or something. But at the same time, like I said, the graphical glitches and, you know, the secret was alright, I guess you could say. It did at least have some sort of fairness to it. That elevator did, you know, it was at least blatant enough whereby you could find it, and therefore say it is a secret. And yet it required observance. And because the zombie existed, it gave you a reason to keep looking in that area, and basically gave you an idea that it has to be in this location. So, really, I feel like the secret was relatively fair, even if it didn't have a secret in the secret counter. It felt more fair than some of the other ones that we've had, whereby it's been literally just hit a wall that looks like every other wall. At least this, I mean, it ended up being the invisible wall, basically. You had to hit it at the very top, which kind of was annoying because it didn't seem like you wanted to hit the first time. But at the same time, the elevator did give a clue entirely of where it was. So, having that weird elevator that just was kind of there, and was very, very easy to miss, feels kind of fair. It feels a lot more like what a secret should be, than some of the other levels that we've seen. So, I definitely feel like this is decent enough level geometry, even if I don't feel the level designer's name is that good. Yeah, I don't like the name 2. I really don't. For archiving purposes and all that, and figure out what this guy also made in the future, the number 2 is not a good name for yourself. I think this should be a lesson everywhere to level designers. Do not make your level evolved using just a number. Please put your full name or something, because that's a lot more of an identifier than some sort of username, which a lot of people end up using the exact same username. But yeah, that is really just the annoyance of archiving. Of course, back in 1996, I can't imagine anyone even caring. So yeah, at least we got to see the level, got to check it out. As said, a bit too linear for deathmatch and a bit too easy for single player. So I'm not really sure what use it has. But it has some nice geometry, I will give it that. And it definitely feels a bit better than some of the other stuff we've seen. It definitely feels like we're reaching an era whereby we're seeing more fancy stuff being made. We're starting to see a lot more like moving platforms, teleporters, crushers, all that type of stuff that really we didn't see a lot of in like pre-November of 1996. I blame Worldcraft a lot for that. Worldcraft really seems to be changing the game. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. As said, it's been an adventure. A really hectic adventure whereby I don't really know what I'm doing half the time, but that's aside the point. Anyway, as said, it's been an adventure, and I shall see you all, well, next time.